Let's give it a second here. Let people come on in. All right. Hi, Paul. You got a box. See if anyone else wants to show up. Dude, it's really difficult right now to just start, or to not just start, to actually give people an opportunity to show up. Though I lied, we're way early, but I can't take it. Alright, if they want to show up later, that's cool. I'm starting. So, got a box. And this has been a very, very anticipated box. The way the show is going to go today is we're not doing Sunday Smokes tomorrow. This is it. We're going to do the unboxing, and, you know, I'm going to, like, explode. And then after that, we'll open the floor to questions. And if Eric from Cheating Death Guns wants to jump in, he's more than welcome to. If he does, there's going to be less questions and more just me and him talking. But, you know, point being, this box is extremely highly anticipated. I have been waiting a very long time for this, and it is finally home. So, we've all seen it. You know, I posted it, no blurs or anything. I mean, we all know what's in here. But I bought this gun and put like 4 or 5 mags through it and then sent it off to Cheating Death Guns for some work. And boy howdy has this been an adventure. And this knife is crazy dull. Okay, the box is open. The box is open, guys. Oh. First thing right on top, what do we have? We got a t-shirt, which is awesome because I've pretty much worn my green one to death and I needed a new one. So we're starting off great. Get that out of the way for now. Throw that on the floor. We got this. What is in here? Okay. Oh. Yo. Okay. So this I knew was coming. And this is almost as cool as the gun itself. So we've got a Sam Andrews retro speed scabbard. This is a discontinued holster that was brought back as an exclusive for Cheating Death Guns and Vintage Gun Leather Today. This is straight off a page of the 1987 catalog, and this will be what the gun is carried in. So that is super exciting right there. I've never even seen an Andrews holster in person, but just in the 2 seconds I've had it on screen here, I am extremely impressed. I will be, you know, doing I guess kind of a review. Not that Sam Andrews needs reviews. Everyone knows he's awesome. But I will be talking about this more in the future. Now, the super exciting part, I did not know this was happening, is the other bit of leather we got in here. We have a double mag pouch, which, you know, for a 1911, you know, you better be rocking at least 2 spare mags. But wow, matches the holster and just kind of goes with the whole vibe. I thank you very much, Eric, for throwing this in. I really appreciate that. This is amazing. So to kind of get this out of the way, that is an original part. These are the original parts that came out of the gun to be replaced. I supplied a bunch of the parts for the original project, which we will talk about in a bit. This documentation there. What is this? I think I know what this is. I think this is Eric's signature right here, and it is. Mr. Happy. This guy will have a place of honor on my mantle. He's just so happy to be here. So that's fantastic right there. What do we have here? Oh, more of the original parts. This is heavy. Yeah, y'all know what this is. Okay. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for right here. Oh my God. Yeah. That's how excited we are. Even the phone can't take it. Guys. Holy Jesus. So we are going to set the case down. We'll talk about the case more in a second, but wow. Like, wow. Phew. I can't even with this right now. So, here it is. Here's what we've been waiting for. Colt Combat Elite Tribute, done by Cheating Death Guns. Just look at that. Got the logo there. So, now y'all want to know what this is. So this started as a blued Colt Classic, the 01911C model. And I bought it with the intent of sending it to Cheating Death Guns. And I picked out some parts I wanted. Medium solid trigger, ring hammer. I specified an 18.5 pound recoil spring with extra power firing pin spring, retro style U-notch rear sights, and gold bead front sight. Eric was kind enough to supply a rat tail grip safety. Oh, the other thing is, while the original gun came with a flat plastic mainspring housing, this is an EGW arched lanyard loop mainspring housing. Eric was kind enough to supply a rat tail grip safety for the extra look, as well as these original Colt Pebble wraparound grips. And just, wow. Whew. So, this is a hard chrome frame and small parts. Blued slide. It's Cerakote, but we'll discuss that. This whole thing has been chaos. And guys, I can't with this. This gun will be carried a lot. We're going to see just how tough hard chrome and Cerakote is. The trigger, sweet Jesus. That's got to be, obviously I'm not using a scale or anything. I'm just kind of fingering it. This thing's got to be right around 5 pounds. Maybe give or take an ounce. This thing is ridiculous. I would put it in the holster right now, but there's a lot of oil and kind of condensation going on it because it's cold out. So I'm gonna wipe it down before I do that. Now let's have a look-see at the rest of the case. Yes, I know the gun is the star of the show, but you know. So just the original mag that went with the gun. And Wilson Combat has like a kind of an old school style blued welded bottom mag, and Eric did a run of those with his logo on them, but this one he did in chrome to match the gun. You see, you know, you got the logo there, just whew. This is crazy. And then I believe it's Carolina Custom Foam that did all this in there, Cheating Death logo and all that. This is, wow. Is there any? No, there's not. Okay. I saw that this was out for delivery this morning, and with my local post office, I can kind of, it's generally a reasonably good bet that whatever the tracking says, it's going to show up a day early. And this originally said Monday. And yeah, so I'm like, there's a reasonably good chance it's going to show up on Saturday. And here we are on Saturday with this just unnecessarily hot gun. One of our big concerns with the refinishing, because the slide is what made this take so long. It presented a lot of problems. But one of the things we were concerned about with refinishing the slide was Colt's retro roll marks on the classics are super thin laser engraving. But we managed to retain those on this, because on this kind of build, it wouldn't look right having a naked slide. So for those that aren't fully up to date on their Colt lore, this is a tribute to the old style Combat Elite pistols, which originally had a stainless slide or a stainless frame, which chrome is better. That had a blued slide, you know, your standard nothing special sights. Later models would have a ring hammer. Early ones, I believe, had a spur. So it's a tribute. It's inspired by, but it also kind of some of my own tastes are included here. I am aware that it looks like a Packmeyer Combat Special, and there's some cues taken from those as well. Look at the detail here. The front sight, as it should be, is pinned in place. Because if you do a whole lot of shooting with a 1911, this will eventually walk out. So, pinning it in place is the simple solution, and I'm very happy to see that there. We still have, you'll notice, a high ejection port, no flare. This is some old school cool right here. The gold bead just grabs your eyeball. And yes, internet, I'm touching the trigger. I know there's nothing in it. The hammer's down. Calm down. Guys, just wow. Look at this thing. Look at it. From the beginning, you know, when we started having problems with the slide, retaining finish and whatnot, you know, I kind of figured it was going to be the process was going to take a good while. But I said from the beginning, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. And it has been worth the wait. I can't stop looking at it. It's just, these are, in addition to the grips, these are original silver Colt medallions. I did kind of originally want gold because they're harder to come by, but man, the silvers just look so much better on this setup. Hub City has joined us. For anyone that joins, later or whatever, this will be going on YouTube. And I'll be sharing it to Instagram. So it's not like this is the only time you'll ever get to see it. Plus, I'm going to spam the living shit out of this gun in the coming days and weeks. So, wow. This is so great. I gotta set this down, put it back in the case for right now. This is, to top everything off, this is my first ever custom. Other than, me just swapping parts because I'm bored, this is the first, professionally custom gun I've ever had done. So, wow. Okay. Kind of calming down now. We're gonna get to the smokes part of this. Be quiet, Hub City Outdoors. It's not a Tokarev. Tokarevs aren't 1911s. Stop it. Don't be ruining my fun. I do hope that Eric decides to jump in. I'd love to have him on here and kind of talk about the story of this gun. This is, I forget what year this is, but it's another one of Savinelli's St. Nicholas series, filled with my beloved Elizabethan mixture, though it's cold enough out, nightcap wouldn't have been a bad choice for those that are interested. But so yeah, if anyone wants to go, send a DM or what have you to Cheating Death Guns. Tell them I'm here, I'm live. Come join the party. I'd love to have him on the show. I probably should have DM'd him before I started, but I was just too damn excited. Patina is gross. Take care of your guns. So while we're seeing if Eric jumps in, if anyone's got questions about the build or whatever, this is the topic of the day. Is this 1911? We can talk Sam Andrews. We can talk Cheating Death Guns. We can talk this particular build, which I'll be able to talk the most about. But even then, it took such a good long while, I kind of forgot a lot of what happened along the way. Patina is the word people use to justify what happens when they don't take care of their stuff. So, I'm not shaking anymore. We got the excitement got out. This is so great. It's Cerakote. So what happened was, originally the gun was going to retain the factory finish, and when Eric disassembled it the very first time, initial inspection, he found a spot underneath the thumb safety where the bluing had flaked off. And he called me right away and is like, hey, here's the deal. So we got 3 options. We can do a touch-up, which it's under the thumb safety, whatever. We could re-blue the whole slide, but then the gun would still be two-tone because it's not working with the factory blued slide. Or we could deliberately do a two-tone and do it in nickel. And that was the option we decided to go with. From there, we had other issues. The front sight originally was just a staked front sight, and I noticed it had a little wiggle to it when I boxed it up to ship it off. And I mentioned this, and we decided ultimately to dovetail it and do the gold bead. So it's, the slide's getting refinished anyway because it has to be cut. So there we are with that. The frame got nickeled and it looked great, but there were some imperfections. And like I said a minute ago, we decided if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. And they tried the nickel again, stripped it, did it again, same thing. So finally it got sent off. After some talking, we decided we're going with hard chrome versus nickel. And personally, if I had my choice, matte hard chrome, satin nickel, then stainless is the bottom of the barrel. Stainless just doesn't look right to me. And then from there, the frame is pretty much figured out. Yes, that's hard chrome, but at that point, the frame's pretty much taken care of. Now the slide. That went off for bluing. Nice, deep, rich blue. Colt would call it royal blue. That's what we were trying to go for. And it wouldn't take. We kept getting spots that would present. They wouldn't present right away. It'd be like a few days later. But there'd be spots. And we thought maybe it's a contaminated batch. Do it again. Same thing. Same spots. How this got through Colt quality control, well, actually, no, I know, because Colt, as of late, doesn't have very great quality control. It wouldn't take. I don't know how many different places this gun went to. And finally, it got to the point where it's like, I'm fine with Cerakote. There's a particular, I don't know the actual product number or whatever. I believe they call it Midnight Blue that I suggested, and it looks like traditional bluing. This particular one is actually done in graphite black, which looks better in my opinion. The two-tone just works so great. Full niter blue. That's a blue handgun. So the slide was the biggest single headache for this whole thing. Also, I never even noticed this, but we flush cut the barrel as well. I didn't even catch that right away. I'm so excited about the rest of it, but I can't stop looking at it, so you're not going to stop looking at it. This thing is gorgeous. But yeah, that's about that. The rat tail was a little tricky to find, and I do appreciate Eric taking the time to find that and get it into this gun, because I don't think it'd be quite the same without one. As a side note, for those wondering, date night is tonight, so yeah, I'm absolutely shooting this gun today. Uh, no, maybe I remember the fit of the slide wasn't that great, but my hands are full, so I can't quite like monkey with that right now. It does almost kind of feel like it's been tightened. I mean, an itty bitty little bit of play, but it's not like a GI gun that'll just rattle like a maraca. So what else? Trying to think. I mean, and again, anyone that's got a question about it, I'll do my best to answer at least. I can't get over this holster either. This is just feels like good leather. This is my first time handling a product from Sam Andrews, and I got it. It's worth saying again. Holy cow! This is going to get worn to death. But it feels like one of those things. It'll get worn to death, but it's not going to happen in my lifetime. That could be it. The coating taking up some slack, which is, I mean, hey, it works. I still just, wow, with this whole thing. Four and a quarter railed 38 super dot and light. I mean, it's not my style. You know that. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just like it's not a gun I would carry. That's not my gig. So, 38 super, as cool as it is, I think your life would just be easier with 9mm. But here for you, that's you do like to make your life unnecessarily difficult, so maybe 38 super is the way. Don't forget your bobbed mainspring housing for your itty bitty child hands. All right. So, I'm still like in awe of how this thing looks. Can't wait to take it out and see how it shoots. For those that have been paying attention, there was a reel posted the other day with video of how it shoots, but that was Eric shooting it, and he's been shooting 1911s a whole lot longer than me. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to replicate that group. Scrape that out. So we'll just get it up on screen again. There it is. Look at that. Just look at it. How great is that? Now get it up close again. Rat tail, right there. Boop. This is, wow. And I mean, I am going to spam this gun. Like, y'all are gonna see it a lot. And you know what? I like it too, the way it fits. I'm not gonna be having to worry about any hammer bite. Yes, that is exactly what I'm kind of doing right now. Just look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I wasn't sure about how I was gonna like these grips because the Pachmayr grips I've tried before, and they feel too fat. But these feel a lot narrower, and they're definitely going to stay on the gun. Get those Colt roll marks on there. Look at that. That's a shame. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll do a bonus Sunday Smokes. I'll get a hold of Eric, or maybe just next week, whatever. I'll get a hold of him, and we'll try to set up a time, plan it ahead to talk about this. On that note, it's cold out. I am going to probably shut this down and go back inside and wipe this thing down and start getting the glamour shots of it and all that. But we'll set up a separate live. Or if Eric wants to jump in now, I'm good either way. So Eric, I've said it about 30 times at this point. I can't get over this thing. Holy crap. Jump in, even just for a minute. We'll get some dialogue going. There he is. Give that a second, as always.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Dude, I'm doing.
Bro, I'm sorry, man. I wish I could stay longer, but I'm stuck at the range for at least another 2.5 hours.
Oh, that's fine.
But when but I had to come in here and jump in a car just to say, dude, I'm happy that you finally got your baby in your hands, man.
I'm so blown away by this. I mean, the chat here will confirm that I can't form words right now. I have the dumb because this is just that great. It was worth every second of the wait.
Bro, I love it, dude. I really, really, when I was shooting it, I was like, man.
I was just saying that you've been shooting 1911s a lot longer than I have, so I was telling people not to expect me to replicate the group you got with it. But
I'm sure you're gonna do a lot better, dude. I'm telling you. I'm just, dude. I'm finally. I'm happy that it's in your hands already.
Dude. I'm happy it is too. But either tomorrow or next week, either way, we can set up like a dedicated live to kind of tell the story of this because, oh boy, what a story.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So,
but hey, what is it that we said the other day that a journey without rough seas is not a journey?
Nope, it sure isn't.
It sure isn't.
And what have I been saying about this thing since day one? If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right.
Let's do it right. Exactly.
So
exactly.
Thank you so much, brother. I think I'm gonna wrap this live up for now, right now. But thank you so much, and we'll get in touch and figure out a time where we can sit down and actually talk about this. But there it is.
Definitely, man. Yeah, oh. I love her, dude. You know what? I wanted to take pictures of her with my Combat Government tribute because, as well as those are the two guns, Colt Government models that I love the most.
Yeah.
So now it's your fault because now I'm looking for another government. God, because I have a 1 in 38 Super, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's there's no such thing as too many 1911s in a man's set.
There's not.
So now I have to build me find a Combat Elite, pre-enhanced to go with my Combat Government, of course, because anything less would be uncivilized.
Yeah, of course.
It's got to be. Of course. Hey, man, listen, I got to get back to work. A big hug. I'm glad you got it. Tell Mr. Happy to stay happy. All right. And
He's happy.
there, amen, brother. Amen. And, dude, a big hug to you and the family. All right. Take care.
Thanks. You too, brother.
All right, brother. Be good.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right. But, yeah, for those just jumping in, this is going to go on my YouTube because I'm wrapping it up right now, unless there's any like last second questions. But thanks for stopping in. And okay, I'll show it off again. Twist my arm. There it is. There it is. I think this is going to be the parting shot right here, because this gun is so much prettier than me. So look at that. Just look at it. But we'll there might be a bonus Sunday Smokes tomorrow, or it might be next week. We'll figure it out. As of right now, I'm not planning to do a live tomorrow, but we'll catch you when we catch you. We are going to have Eric on the show and tell the story of this gun. But thanks for stopping in for this very exciting moment that was a long time in the making, and I will catch y'all next time.